Welcome back in entertainment news. We brought Santa Claus. I'm just joking. We got Rick Bentley, and he's dressed like Santa Claus, though. He is our entertainment expert, and this is such an important segment here because tomorrow is the busiest day of the year, or one of the busiest days of the year for theaters. You know, so many people get ready to stay indoors, but then towards the evening, after all the presents are open, they're like, okay, we got to get out, and they go see the movies.
Yeah, I think it surprises a lot of people when they find out that it is the busiest day of the year. But as you're right, you've opened the presents, you've had the food. Let's get away from these people.
Yeah. So,
now, and answering to that, there are 4 new movies opening for Christmas Day.
Okay, so yeah, let's go through them because I know that there's a lot. There's a pretty good spread of them, I feel like.
There is.
For, you know, variety of different people.
So let's say your group is older people. Then I would suggest A Complete Unknown. Timothy Chalamet stars in the biopic of the life of Bob Dylan. It really takes place from 1961 to 65, from where Dylan sort of showed up on the New York scene, became, you know, skyrocketed to stardom, and then sort of shook the world when he went plugged in. And so I would say for people who like Bob Dylan's music, there's certainly a lot of that in this movie. So I would say that's for an older group.
Okay.
If you're looking for a movie that would sort of play to a broader group, I'm going to go with The Fire Within.
Okay.
Now, this is another biopic. It's based on the story of Clarissa Shields. Now, not many people might know who she is, but in 2012 and 2016, she won gold medals for boxing at the Olympics.
Oh, wow.
She was the first woman to win a boxing gold medal, and only the second American to win a medal. The film really deals with a lot of her training, get to the Olympics, but it's also about what happens when you're in a sport that really doesn't play as well, like beach volleyball, to the sponsors. You know, no sponsor wants to step for somebody who beats somebody in the face. So she has to deal with, she thought she'd have this great life after that first medal, and it doesn't happen. So that's a good movie. That's a good movie for a general audience. If you've got a group that says, let's see something really creepy and strange, Nosferatu.
I say that sounds just like what I want to see for on Christmas Day.
You know, sometimes you want to go the opposite.
Yeah, of course,
just the opposite. This is basically a remake of the 20s silent film that really established the horror genre for the entire world. It stars Brandon Holt. It's a story of Count Orlok, who comes to find a woman he has been mentally connected with over the years. It's sort of a takeoff of the Bram Stoker Dracula, but at that time when they made the original film, they didn't have the rights, so it's sort of a twist on that a little bit. But it's good. It's really almost, there's a lot of shot for shot from that original film, and if you know, don't go into it looking for jump scares or gore.
Okay.
This is a film that builds tension and scares you with the shadows. I'm saying you might want to buy a nightlight after this.
Oh, okay.
And then wrapping up is Baby Girl, and that's the new Nicole Kidman film, where she plays a CEO of a company who is not happy with her home life, let's just say, and she begins sleeping with a young guy in her office, and he doesn't treat her the best, and it's how she deals with that and that sort of relationship. So those are the 4 new ones.
What if you have children?
That's a great point, because held over are films that are perfect for everybody.
Okay, good.
You've got Wicked, which I think,
by the way, I saw last night. Blew me away.
It's one of the,
I know I'm late to the game,
yeah,
but it blew me away.
It's okay to be late, because sometimes the hype will make you worry about it.
Yeah.
And no, this is a great one.
Yeah.
You've also got Sonic the Hedgehog 3 that's based on the video game. It's got a lot of action. It's colorful. It's going to keep kids entertained. You got Moana 2, which is a continuation of one of the more popular animated films in Disney history. And then you have Mufasa, the live action version,
that
which
just
is
came
a
out
prequel.
last week, right?
That came out last week. That and Sonic came out last week. So
how have those two been doing?
Well, Sonic blew it away. Just zipped past it, which made a pun intended.
Right.
And I think what it comes down to is that there are a lot of fans of the video games that Mufasa really kind of goes for a younger audience, and where Sonic has a little bit broader audience.
I want to ask you, because you know we're coming up on the end of the year, meaning that the award shows are going to be coming up here in just a few
Golden
months.
Globes are coming up for in January.
Exactly. Any recommendation on, you know, if you're tight for time and are there any movies that you'd say you can't miss this one in theaters? Which one would you go for?
Well, I would say if you really want to get caught up real fast, there's a film on streaming now called Anora. that I think is going to either win everything or at least be in the silver medal part.
Do you know what platform?
I want to say Max. I want to say Max, but you can find it out there.
You said a Nora?
Yeah. Now this is a very, very, very adult film.
Okay.
So don't watch it with the kids. It's about a New Jersey prostitute who falls in love with a son of a Russian czar, and again, it's incredibly acted. It's a devastating story. But I think if you want to get caught up, I just saw where Gladiator 2 is now going to become available on one of the streaming services. Denzel Washington's probably going to get a nomination for that. But you've got. You're going to get a lot of buzz for A Complete Unknown. Timothy Chalamet's being pushed. Nosferatu probably will for cinematography and other things. So there are at least 2 films in theaters right now, and one of my favorite films, Wild Robot, is also on streaming.
All right, Rick Bentley, thanks so much.
Merry Christmas
and Happy New Year. All right, we'll be right back after this.